It's 2025. Happy New Year. People have been asking me recently about how I handle relationships. Because relationships are really the key to everything, right? To your life. Lack of one, too many, what kind, it all has to do with your life. So I'm going to share a couple of things that just in my own life, just personal experience, so the show is all about, on how some of the conclusions I've come to and things I put into practice today. This is a lot of help with James Lott Jr. I have a lot of help.com. I am a certified life coach in several areas, including divorce and general life coaching and career, podcasting. But then also, I'm a professional organizer in several areas, um, online, audio, video, house, home, corporate, business, whatever. So I am all those things. I'm also a human who's in his mid 50s, heading towards his late 50s, and has lived some life. And so this one's just a little, we always have guests on the show. We try to help you, of course, with stuff. And sometimes I want to share just my stories a little bit. So give it more of a human, regular person feel. I'm a regular person, just like everybody else, right? And so I'm here in New York City working, and the lighting is a little weird. Right next, the sun is shifting all of a sudden. So I'm going to try to see what's going on. So I'm going to give you a couple examples. For me, because I do a lot of business through text, messaging on social media, and emails. That's our world today. How to contact people, connect with people, make things happen. And I had to realize that at some point, not everybody's equal in their participation. This is one of the biggest questions I get asked all the time. Like, well, so-and-so has to call me back in 2 days. I even actually ask people, when it comes to professional email, how long do you wait to hear back from somebody unless they give you one of those out of office response things? And most people said 48 hours. And I go, how much time do you give when it's a personal relationship? And I got a lot of different mixed answers from usually right away to within the same day to I'll give 20, 24. It was very different. One of the things for me that I realized is that everyone has their own system for checking their messages, emails, and text. I'm always, for the most part, checking everything all the time. It's just how I am. But everybody does that. And some people actually, I know I'm with them. I never see their phone on, and so I believe them. So I know them. Then others, I see their phone on all the time when I'm with them. When I'm not with them, I can hardly reach them. That's the one, right? That's when you guys are all like, hmm. I really do believe there is selective texting and selective messaging. I've come to find it out. I've learned there are people who we all do this. We all do this, where you rank people in your life from I'm happy to hear from them to oh my God, there they are again, right? And everything in between. So you may have people who you don't know what your ranking is. I mean, you may think they're their best friend and you are number one or two on the call sheet, and they're like, we're close on some level, but you're more like 7 or 8. So there's a little mismatch stuff happening, but you just don't know it because you don't. Who talks about that? Nobody talks about that. So I learned that happens. I learned that's a total possibility. Can't get back to the sun. That's a total possibility. I've had to learn that people have their own timetable in which they operate. They're like, I guess like just right now, someone reached out to me. I hear you coming to New York. And I would love to see you. Okay. So now I'll tell you. Like, so for me, I'm like, I'm here for work, not for vacation. But I'm stuck to my client the first week or so. Then after that, I'm gonna try to stay a couple of days. That's what I'm trying to see off. So I'm letting you know You might see them in New York, but I'm not available yet. So I try to give people information so they know how to act accordingly. But then I know when I do contact you because of these other things, I may not hear from you. In order of importance of how I am to you is what, will happen. So I just I got a text. I sent a text like a day and a half ago. No, 2 days ago. It was 2 days ago because I said, I'm here. I'm free Thursday and Friday. So I know it's short notice until I'm leaving Saturday. So I go, it's short notice. We have any time to get together. Now, when I say that, I know for a fact they may not have time. It's last minute. When people are busy, you may have to work, whatever. But you may have time. Some of my friends come back to you right away. Oh my God, let's my friend Beyond, let's just do this. God, let's set a date. I can do this time. This sounds great. And we actually met up, did it. It was great. And one now, I'm sorry, I just looked at this message. It's 2 days later. And it's kind of like, and I'm coming into the city in an hour or so. Do you have any time? So it's like, so part of me thinks with all that, you probably saw it. My name is not John. I'm sorry, I have a hard time believing you. My name is, I don't call you or text you all the time. So the fact you know I'm coming to New York, because you saw that, you want me to contact you, I contact you. I feel it's more, I don't have any proof, of course. My brain goes, now you have time to see me because you're going into the city. So now you're ready to commit to meeting up with me. Like you weren't ready to commit, that's totally, completely legit. There's times you don't want to be like, you're like, okay, they're here. They may be looking for immediate answer and scheduling, right? You don't want to do that. You're like, I don't want to schedule real quick. So I mean, I have those things. Well, I kind of understand some of that stuff. So I'm not saying this with being bitter, and that's kind of my bigger problem, bigger thing for you guys. That's a problem for a lot of people. You can't get bitter about it. It's like, it doesn't help any. It's like you understand people's kind of possibilities of reasoning, then you'll learn to almost kind of adapt to it. So for me, it was like, well, no, now I'm not available. You waited too long. It's last minute. No. So instead of me getting upset or having a big attitude, I'll text back. Sorry, I don't. It's just too late. I texted you 2 days ago. I'm setting stuff up. They're like, I'm leaving. I said I'm leaving tomorrow. It's already been filled. I've already filled up other people. So, and then I'll see you next time. I don't have to be mean. I don't have to be rude. I don't do any of that stuff. Just kind of like, but you have to let people know it's just because your life opened up and you're ready to commit or ready to see somebody that they're, oh, ready. Okay, let's do it. Now, if I had nothing going on, maybe I could do it. Maybe I'll be like, I'm not doing anything tonight. What's funny is I had another set of friends who were in town, and I saw they were in town. They got back to me and we met up. It was like last minute. But we were free. We're like, we can be free and we could go and meet up. I mean, so I guess in some cases it can. In other cases, I'm like, the message I tell you out there, don't jump through hoops when someone's suddenly available. If you were trying to set up a system and scheduling, and these folks don't get back to you for 2 days, 3 days, get back to you last minute, you don't have to drop everything. If you want to meet up with them, then do it. But you don't have to drop anything. But also remember, it's for all of us. At the same time, you're teaching people how to treat you. So if we do accept something like this, the next time they may do something to you again and again. And then if you don't pay attention or you start getting upset, like they always do this to me. Well, you're letting them in to do it to you again, right? So you see what that means? So it's kind of like we have to look at our actions at the same time. So for me, it's the answers to the questions that are out there is that I'm not trying to, I was making this clear, I'm not trying to figure all their shit out. No, not at all. I'm just saying that I know when you know human behavior, you kind of accept it on some level. I know for me, I'm able to navigate through relationships easier. So going, well, maybe they're just not the same. They're not the same as me. Like even in romantic or let's say romantic, I guess romantic or flirtation relationships. You meet somebody, and sometimes in text and in messages, tone you can't tell tone. You can't sometimes. They come across a little harsh or cold or unfeeling. I've had to learn. It just could be I caught them at a certain time. They wanted to answer back. They're just answering. Or some people are just not expressive in a non-romantic situation. They're at work or they're with their friends, or maybe they just don't have maybe that's the same issue. Maybe you're always expressive. Oh, you're so cute, you're handsome, you're this. Maybe they say it once in a while on text, but they don't say it all the time. Doesn't mean they don't find you attractive. Doesn't mean they don't think you're sexy. Just some people just are not good at that, or just they're just not. That's not a thing they do. I've had to learn over the years to really look at actions more than words, right? Really look at them and see what are their actions. And to me, the most romantic, sexiest thing for me is when someone I'm talking to sends me a message about me having to send one to them. I didn't, because I've learned over the years not to cajole somebody or try to pressure them. Like, well, why did you text me today first? Why did you text me first yesterday? I stopped all that. I was just sit back. I text when I feel like it. Fine, but I'm leaving it alone. And actually some beautiful stuff's come out where you're like, I want to share this that I saw today with you, and then you get to a big conversation, and it's fine. So you have to learn how to sit back and just kind of relax and look at actions. It could be them opening a door for you. It could be they treat you for dinner. It could be they invite you to their house. I had to learn how to just get out of my head of what I would do. Because not everybody's going to do what you would do. They're not you. Some may do what you do. And those are some great connections when someone is kind of similar to you. It's a wonderful connection, right? Wonderful. So that's just so for relationships, it's great. And that's in friendships, anything. When someone's just you click, you connect, you have the same kind of thoughts, that's different, right? Right. Um, I'm not saying it's easy all the time or not hard to almost spiral down the road of anger, depression, bitterness. Dealing with people on a regular basis can wear you out and can wear you down. Again, it just can, just period, just ready for any of us, just period. I'm not even saying anything like looking bad, socializing. It's a lot of work. And we need to give ourselves more grace, number one. But the other thing is we just start to kind of understand human behavior. It's a way of protecting yourself on some level. So you kind of go, okay, maybe their phone is in their pocket. Maybe their phone's on silent. Sometimes my phone goes on silent by itself. And I'm like, how? I didn't put it on silent. Your hand it clips on it. Just things like sometimes things just happen because we're moving around just all the time. The phone drops. Say, I'll get it later. Well, I called you 5 times when my phone was on the floor and I was driving and it gets you again. Like there's after you get your mind, some things happen. Um, but also, I know it's like a double thing. The other side of it is you should be allowed to be treated how you want to be treated. If individuals you feel are mistreating you, they take steps to either extricate them out of your life or minimize, or again, understand where they're coming from. Just go, okay, this person, I have one friend who's always late. And one day I was at her house, and I saw why she's always late. And it's like, oh, okay, now I kind of get it's disrespectful. I it's disrespectful to be late somewhere, but I get how she's late. It's not really, it's on purpose, not on purpose. Like she's not trying to hurt somebody, but it's hurting people when she's late. But now I get it. That's just a great feeling when you can get somebody or get something. You're like, okay, I get it. Okay, I'm good. Um, so I just wish for all of you this year in 2025, better understanding, better relationships, of course, but better understanding. Just try to understand and see things from the other side. And again, realize everyone is not you. They're not going to respond the way you respond or act the way you act. It's not. That's much to myself, too. I'm James Lott Jr. This year, we have all kinds of interviews and more programming. A lot of help.com is the website. I am for hire, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.